Hey guys, it's Sunplusdad. I'm bringing you another review. This time we have the S.H Figuarts Perfect Cell. Man, so excited to get this figure. Love this line. And a figure hasn't come out in this line for a little while now, so I was really excited to get another figure. Every figure in this line is awesome. I have multiple reviews on almost every figure in this line on my channel, so go check that out if you haven't already. But let's get into this figure, Perfect Cell. As you can see, I already cracked him out of the box. And before we actually get into the figure review, let's just put him aside over here. We'll take a look at the box. And I think the box is really awesome. And it's it's much more bulkier than a regular S.H Figuarts box. Here's Trunks' box that he came with. And you can see that Cell's box is much, much bigger. Almost in every dimension, too, as you can see. Even on if we put them side by side, it's even taller. So Cell's box is much, much taller. But it's basically the same design, I guess. It's got a nice black background with, of course, they always have these dotted representation of their face. I love that, and I love if you have multiple figures, you can put them like this, and it just looks awesome with all their faces. I got them behind me right now, all the boxes like that. So if you're buying this figure, I do suggest that you keep the box. It's a nice little token that you can keep. But we can see all the logos here: Dragon Ball Z, Bandai. We got a Funimation right here. Got a nice picture of Cell right on the side right here. Perfect Cell. And I love the backs too. It shows a bunch of poses. There's always something. They're always yelling something. I love that. But as you can see, he does come with one accessory that is very awesome. We'll get to that in a minute. But overall, really nice box. But you came here for the figure. So let's check out that figure. Alright, so let's take a look at this figure. Really, really nice sculpt. I have a few problems with it, but overall, really nice figure. You can see all the detail in this guy, if you want to get a little bit of a closer shot. The green looks awesome, especially like the scaly parts of him look really, really nice. You can see, you would think that because his leg kind of goes like that, it's like kind of over the joint, it would hinder the articulation, but it really, really doesn't actually. The knees are really nice. The legs are really awesome. There's no really way to describe it. If you have it in your hand and you're just bending this knee, it's just amazing. The feeling is awesome. It feels perfect. It really does feel like a perfect figure. But the flat black is really nice. It's really shiny in person too. You can kind of catch that on the camera too in the light. Really, really nice. The feet are a little bit plain, but they still work out really nicely. You can see that it does have some detail in it, but not tons, but really, really good. Going into a little bit in his face, we can see that it's a really nice face sculpt. He does come with a couple different heads. We'll get into that in a minute, but this is probably my favorite one to go with him. And yeah, really nice. Let's take a look at the back of him right here. You can see that his signature stinger is there, and both of his like wings are articulated too. You can see all on the back there. Really nice. Overall, I think the sculpt of this figure turned out really, really nice. And there's a few things off that I'd like to get to right now. One thing, I think that his waist is too skinny. I think he has to be a little bit bulkier, but I'm not sure if it's really to scale. I'll do a little bit of a scale test in a minute. I'll stand him next to Goku and stuff. But just to me, it just seems that his waist is a little bit small. Especially if you pop the waist out, it looks really small to me. But other than that, I think it's really good. And some of the faces on him, I think that it's a little bit off too. It doesn't really look like him, but this one looks like the most like Cell from Dragon Ball Z. But some of the other faces, as we'll get to in a minute, they don't look totally spot on. And I'm not sure. I think it's the eyes that really give it away that it's not perfect. But overall, if you use this face and the other face is really nice. There's just one face that doesn't really line up. I'll show you in a minute, but really nice figure. Sculpt is alright. Really, let's nice. Quick go over articulation. His head is on a joint, so it can go up, down, side to side. Could probably go all the way around, but I really don't. I really wouldn't want that. His arm is on a joint. It's a really nice joint. It's kind of like a ball joint. You can go in, out, all the way up, all the way down. And as you can see, his shoulder pad kind of is also articulated. So you can move his arm in any position, and then you can just kind of put that down to make it look really authentic and really nice. You know, I love the feature that they do that for a lot of their figures. Works out really nicely. So yeah, the arm joints are really nice. So um, double jointed elbows, it's always a plus. His wrist is on a joint also, so his fist hand doesn't really use this to its full potential, but his other uh, hands do. He has an upper like ab joint, which is really nice. Another joint, like ab joint right here. His waist can pop out, and then he has another joint on the bottom. So lots of articulation right in here, and like in his chest area. And I mean, these figures are known for the articulation. They have tons. This one has a lot more though, just for some reason. But his chest has a lot. His leg is also on like a ball joint, really nice ball joint though, and really the joints on these figures are really nice. They almost feel like they're completely loose, but they're not, because you can see that this is pretty stiff. But you can see if I'm just applying a little bit of force, it moves very slightly, and it'll stay in that position. So it's really nice, really smooth joints, double jointed knees, and his foot is also on a joint, and he has toe articulation. So again, lots of articulation, great for articulated comic book art. I almost forgot, his wings are articulated too, so they can go up like that. It's really whatever pose you want. You can have, you know, if he's flying down, you can have his wings up, and if he's just in a relaxed state, his wings can be down. If he's fighting, they can be more outward. So you got a lot of art possibilities here with this figure and some articulated comic book art. Some displays you want to put them in. Really nice articulation. So for our accessories, Cell comes with 2 fist hands. So it comes with 2 open palm hands for some blasts like Kamehameha, Kai Blast, all that cool stuff. All in Dragon Ball Z, you can reenact. He also comes with 2 open palm like grasping hands. Really cool too. Adds some more possibilities. Lots of possibilities. And for Cell's last pair of hands, he comes with one hand that's like an open, more like grasped hand, but his fingers are really spread out. So you can use that for a couple different things. And this one where it's like 2 fingers out and the thumb out. And I really like this hand, but right when I got it, as we'll just put him aside here, you can see that there's a little bit of paint wear on it. So you can see that there's like a little black mark at the bottom of his like thumb there. That's not supposed to be there, so it's a little bit of paint wear on it. And usually these figures don't have paint wear at all, but this one sadly does. And the paint wear is on a couple of the other hands. And so it's kind of really disappointing, but, you know, I guess, you know, this is a high quality figure. I'm not paying like $5 for it, so, you know, I want quality. And this isn't perfect quality, but there is much more quality than, let's say, Hasbro or, you know, a lesser company, but still, I really would like perfection, and I'm not getting it here. But Cell also comes with crossed arms, similar to what Piccolo came with, and I really love how these look. I mean, the overall look of him, like this, looks amazing. But the one downside of it is it's kind of hard to put on. You have to rip off both of the arms, like their normal articulated arms, and the pegs kind of go in here. So let me just pull this one out. I got pulled them both off. So, you know, both pegs have to go in. It's a little bit of a hassle, but it's still a really cool accessory to come with. And just be careful the first time you're doing it, because it's very, very fidgety. You don't want to break the figure. Cell also comes with a couple different faces. So I'll show you how to put them on and everything. Let me just pop off his head. So you can pop off his head really nice and easy like that. So now we have his head. So, to change the face out, very simple. Simple, even more simple than the other figures. Just pull the face off right like that. Save that face for later, and he comes with 2 different faces. He comes with this face, which is a more angry, an angry face. As you can see, he's not too happy in that face. And his last face, which I think is a little off. It doesn't look perfect, like Cell to me, but it's a more angry, open mouth, yelling face, blast face, I guess you could say. But I don't know, something's off about it. I think the pupils are too big. I think that's what it is, but still works out. Here is Cell's final accessory. Yes, we finally have an awesome blast effect that comes with these S.H Figuarts figure. Right when I first bought my first S.H Dragon Ball Z, S.H Figuarts figure, I really wanted an effect of this magnitude. I mean, okay, they came out with a couple. When they first came out, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, came out, and he has some like he has an effect, but it's not like this. It's not a blast. It's more of like an energy effect, and it doesn't live up to really what I wanted. This is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted right from the start, and it looks like they're gonna be including stuff like this, effects like this, quite more often in than other figures coming up. I know that we're gonna get first appearance Vegeta, and he's gonna come with some blasts too. So that's really awesome because I've been really waiting for something like this. So I think that this figure is worth just getting just for this effect. But of course, it is an awesome figure to sell. So, but let's get into this for a minute. It's just awesome. So we can see the whole blast right here, and you can see that there's a little bit of blue you can see in the blast, which is awesome. It's also on this little hinge right here that goes right on the bottom, as you can see that hole, and there's a hole right on the blast, so you can set it really high. It's off the screen right now that high, so it goes pretty high, and it can go pretty low too, so you can do a couple cool things with it. But I think the coolest part, let's look at the base here. We can see that there's the effect of the blast bringing up the earth, and we can see that there's like all these rivets in the dirt, really nice, and there's like you can see a hint of blue in the dirt too, which is awesome. And this effect just looks amazing. You see all the rocks coming up too, just so cool. So let's just get a little shot with Cell. So as you can see, it looks amazing. I'm really happy with this, and again, you can use this for a bunch of different figures, so it works really well. I really love it. I just want to say thank you to this company for finally putting something in like this. So I hope we get bigger and better effects like this in the future, and I really just can't wait for more and more stuff to come out in this line. So really awesome, really love it. And for a quick size comparison, there he is next to Goku and Vegeta. They're both Super Saiyan, but I'm waiting to get them normal. But there he is. So he's taller than both of them, which is pretty cool, pretty accurate too. And I think they just look awesome next to each other. This line is perfect, really. So I guess that'll wrap up this review, guys. So just want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And you guys can follow me on Twitter now at UnblessedData. So thanks, guys. Again, just thanks for all the support recently. Um, I love all the feedback, and if you want to leave a comment, go ahead, because I love responding to you guys, love hearing what you guys have to say. So I haven't done a figure review in a while now, so I'm really happy to get back to like my roots and what started me, I guess, and expect some more ACBA too, because I've been doing them, but I just haven't been posting them, because I don't know, I just feel like they're not good enough, I guess. But I'm gonna work on some really awesome ones, and I'll put them up. So thanks, guys, for watching again, and I'll talk to you later. See you guys.